Okay, the last game of the season. 16 seconds to go. No timeouts. 60 yards. So what happened?
Throughout the extended off-season, it was kind of difficult sometimes to keep a positive mindset about getting a season, but I never lost faith. There was always at least a little piece of me that knew something was coming, that something big was coming.
I was very faint-hearted about us not having a season. I definitely thought the whole time that, oh man, God's got to make a way for this. Like there's no way that our senior season is going to be our junior season.
When we didn't have that last game and we had to pick up Dana, I was pretty confident going in. You know, we struggled a little bit, but persevered. There was like 6 lead changes in that game.
It was absolutely not easy. Like, we went in, we'd scrimmaged them already, so we thought we were going to push them around. We were talking trash before the game. We were excited, taking it easy. And we got out there, they came to play, and it was way harder than we thought it was going to be. They scored a couple touchdowns, got up on us, and it was not a position that we were used to being in that year. So we had to fight through it and remember who we were and go back out there and play like the team we really were this year.
We were a little off, and I still am not sure why, but we had enough weapons to pick up that slack. Cameron was a great example. 254 yards and 3 touchdowns. They can't just shut down one guy because if they shut down Cade, they have to deal with Cameron. They shut down Cameron, they have to deal with Corey Beck. Shut down Corey Beck, they got to deal with Tate. We just have guy after guy after guy who's explosive and could score at any moment. It's tough to shut them all down.
This guy's been running the same play every time, and I jump the play, and then he goes deep, catches a touchdown, and I just felt heartbroken. Like, I let my team down after this long game, after all the adversity, and I felt like I just blew it. And I sat there just defeated. And then I was on the sideline just feeling down on myself, like I let the game down. And then one of my teammates goes over and lifts me up and he's like, "It's all right, there's still a chance." And that really helped me because having my teammates here rally behind me when I felt really down and I felt like I blew it, it just felt really good.
So it was 3rd and 10. There's 2 minutes left. We're down by 1 point, and we have the ball. And we called a play that me and Beck and the whole team have run thousands of times over the years. And this is gonna sound really weird, but it's almost as if God wanted me to drop that ball.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why would God want you to drop the ball?
Because he wanted to show me, he wanted it to show me and to show the rest of the team his glory in a bigger way than I think winning on a field goal.
I would say when I saw that 4th down drop pass from Cade, I knew that we had to play defense to go out there. In my mind, I'm not gonna lie, I thought the game was lost. I thought it was like a lost cause to go out on defense, but I mentally stick through it, even though I was physically in pain with my shoulder popped out and my ribs basically cracked. But I still went out there and played my heart out for my brothers out there.
We gotta stop them to win this game, and without the stop, there's no hope of us winning.
And I was just praying, defense, do what you do, man, because we have some strong dudes on that defense. There's a lot of skill guys, a lot of good D linemen. Our linebackers are amazing. I was just praying that our defense would give us a stop because all we needed was the ball back, and I knew that. All we needed was the ball.
And we stopped them. And that was the key factor for us winning that game.
So I had this dream of this movie that I would make when I was older, or that somebody would make, called Miracle Season, about how God put us together and he led us through our journey together playing youth football all the way up until high school. And I saw this movie play in my head. And the end of it is a last-second touchdown where he catches it over a guy or two and lands in the end zone and the place goes nuts. So I had this dream and I felt like God had given it to me as like a vision of something I was supposed to do.
16 seconds to go. No timeouts. 60 yards. So what happened?
Okay.
I looked over at my dad who was doing the sticks on the opposite sideline, and he just pointed at his heart. And he just wanted, and I believed right in that moment that something amazing was going to happen, and I just knew that we weren't going to lose the last game. There's no way. So
I'm going out to the field for our last drive, and it comes back to me, and I'm like jogging out to give everybody the play, and I was like, wait a second, this is exactly how the ending is supposed to happen. We're supposed to drive down the field with no time, it looks impossible, and then we win. So jogging out onto the field on that last drive, I knew how it was going to end. I already knew from the vision God had given me months and months before. I knew that we were going to go down that field and we were going to end the game on the buzzer with Cade catching it over the guy and landing in the end zone just like it was supposed to be. A total storybook ending and a miracle, really. It was really a miracle.
It was a great call. It was a great catch, a great throw. You know, like we couldn't have executed that play any better than that with those two athletes.
So we got 6 seconds left. We had just connected on a 50-yard bomb to set us up on the 20. And Beck comes down, he spikes the ball, we go to the sideline.
Now, I was kneeling, I was praying I had someone next to me, I don't remember, but I had someone next to me and I was just praying in my mind like, this would be a miracle if it happens.
So it was almost dead quiet on the sidelines until he snapped the ball. Everyone's going crazy. It was just, a part of me wanted to think, oh, this is not going to happen, it's too unreasonable. But a part of me just really believed in our team and that we could get it done.
Before the play started, I was like, I think this is gonna work. I was like, I think this is gonna work. I think this is gonna happen.
And then Beck just gets the ball, then runs away from the guy that was coming towards him, almost gets sacked. In my mind, I'm like, this cannot end in a sack.
And as soon as I get into the middle of the field, I see our quarterback kind of roll out and he gets stopped for a second. I'm like, please don't get sacked.
We start the play, I get the ball, I'm rolling right, and I see someone coming upfield outside, so I have to stop. I stop my feet, the guy grabs my face mask, so I can't see, but I can feel where Cade is. I can feel it in my head where he's supposed to be on the field, and I know he's always where he's supposed to be.
And he gets away from it and he just throws the ball up, and it felt like the ball was in the air for like a minute. Like it felt like I was just in the back of the end zone and everything was moving in slow motion. The ball kind of gets into my hands and I bring it into my body and I'm on the ground and I was like, I think I caught it. So I look up to the ref
and it was in my hands, and the whole place went nuts. As I'm in the air throwing the ball, another guy comes over and hits me. So I'm laying on the ground, and I end up facing our home stands, and I see everybody just stand up, start yelling, and move this way. And I'm like, did he catch it?
I couldn't explain to words what really went through my mind. That it's just pure happiness, and it's something that will be remembered throughout my whole life. And I just burst out in tears. I was so happy that my senior year ended it this way.
And then as I saw that ball thrown up to Cade in the back end zone, I knew he was going to catch it. I knew Beck and Cade and our whole team, how far we've been this whole season, we were going to make that play. And once he made it, I went bananas, to be honest. I can't even describe the feeling of after we won that game, everyone's going crazy. We're getting the dog pile. It was just a moment of just brotherly love, and I just so glad I got to experience it.
I'm jumping down, I'm jumping on top of Cade, and I gave him probably one of the biggest bro hugs I've ever given this man in his life, and I just start bawling.
The entire team just went ballistic. Cade got crushed under probably 50 guys. It was crazy. I have never felt that way in my life. I don't know. It was amazing.
I was so happy for our seniors. I remember I came off the field and I ran up to Beck and I was crying and I hugged him, and we were just talking about how there couldn't be a better ending for a senior year, and that it was unbelievable to get to be a part of something that cool that people are going to remember and that we're going to be known for in the future.
I couldn't believe it, honestly. I've always seen it happen on TV. I've always seen a winning field goal. I've always seen a winning drive or a winning punt return, but I've never had it happen to me in person or experienced it, which is pretty cool.
And it was literally a dream come true. This is stuff that you can't make up. It's stuff that kids and even adults they dream about. Cade gets up, we finally break the pile, we're walking over to the end zone, I tap his shoulder and we do our little celebration, jump up, bump the shoulder one more time. I was just elated, and I was ready for it. I knew it was coming. I knew that ending was there because of that dream I had. I was so excited. I was so happy in that moment. It was beautiful to get to play with my brothers one more time.
And it was wild at the end of that game. The kids just knew going down they were going to win that game. And it made me feel so confident. I knew it was going to happen. And it was just a great ending to a great season.